Hey, this is Dad Talk, and we have a problem with the app known as X. This is a huge, gaping hole of a problem, and I don't know if Elon Musk is going to take it seriously or do anything to correct it, or if he has. And if he did, if he's actually going to keep the change implemented, because he's a bit of a wild card when it comes to actually improving the platform. So I think it was yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. I lose track of my days as a stay-at-home father. But I was on X and I noticed that there were a lot of women on X who were just posting regular pictures of themselves. Nothing too alluring, nothing too crazy. They were just regular pictures of themselves, and they were talking about their days or whatever, or doing captions like you would. Just normal. And there were men on this platform who were asking Grok, which is the AI platform that Elon Musk has created for X. They were asking Grok to remove these women's clothing and put them in bikinis and micro bikinis and just really weird stuff they were asking for these pictures to be. Oil this girl up is what one of them said. And Grok was actually doing it. He was taking these innocent women and he was putting them in swimsuits and putting them in lingerie. And basically, whatever these creepy men were asking him to do, Grok to do, is what it was doing. Now, what was making the situation worse is that there were OnlyFans models as well who were getting in on this and telling Grok to do it to themselves. Like, hey Grok, here's a picture of me. Put me in a micro bikini. Now turn me around. Now oil me up. And all this stuff. And they were making the situation even worse. And this was an entire day of this, where you just have innocent people who are not consenting to having their pictures turned into these displays that they were being basically put on as pieces of meat in front of the world to see. And first of all, this has to be illegal. I would assume that what was going on here was illegal. It was allowed to go on the entire day, and I didn't realize this until yesterday when I saw people talking about it, but there were actually adults who were doing this, male adults who were doing this to children's pictures. So one of the, I guess, from what I understand, from what I hear, one of the more popular children for adults to do this to was Holly from Stranger Things. I think her name is Holly. She's a child, and they're asking, they're pushing pictures of Holly on X and asking Grok to undress her, and Grok was actually doing it. He was doing it all day. I say he, it's an AI bot or whatever, he or she, whatever you want to call Grok, but it was doing it all day, and these really perverted men were just having a field day with this. They were just going crazy. Every picture they could find of any woman that they ever had any kind of crush on or ever thought was attractive or ever, it didn't, I don't think it even mattered. They were just asking all these women to be undressed. Now, of course, there is this huge backlash from women who are saying we did not consent to this. This is not something we asked for, and we feel violated here. And obviously, that is something that they should feel violated. Now, Elon Musk, being the fantastic CEO he is, the steady hand that controls the X platform, the person who a lot of people go to when they have questions about the world and politics for some reason, he responded by telling Grok to change a picture of his to a picture of him wearing a bathing suit, or I think it was like a thong or a bikini or something. And that's the only response I've seen from him, is he put a picture of himself up there. He said, hey, look, do it to me. And that's it. Like, I'm not on X all day. And honestly, Elon posts like 500 posts a day talking about the woke mind virus and talking about how Democrats are destroying the world and different he's talking about different countries and what different countries should do politically when really he has no idea what he's talking about. And he's spending his entire day talking about politics, talking about woke mind virus, talking about all this stuff, and he's not addressing what's going on with Grok and this huge gaping hole of a problem. And I think the reason is because he enjoys it. If I'm going to be honest. Now, I don't have any evidence to back this up, but I think that he enjoys this type of stuff. I mean, I think that he gets a lot of jollies out of this type of thing, and I think that that's one reason why he's not commenting on it. But honestly, I don't know why. I mean, obviously there's probably going to be lawsuits from this, and maybe he's not commenting on any of this because he knows that there's going to be lawsuits and he doesn't want to talk about anything that's going to be in court, or he doesn't want to incriminate himself. He doesn't want to bring this up until it goes through trials. I have honestly no idea, but he hasn't, as far as I know, he hasn't apologized to any of these women. He hasn't said we're going to make this right. He hasn't done any of this. He treats everything like it's this big, huge joke. And these are the lives of innocent women. And these are objectifying women who don't want to be objectified. These are women who've done nothing wrong except post their pictures online. And these weak-minded men who have no lives, who just are terrible people, go on there and they start doing stuff like this, and it's absolutely terrible. Now, the reason why I'm putting this on Dad Chat is because I have two daughters. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter and a 6-month-old daughter, and I never had to deal with this. I'm 41 years old. I graduated from high school in 2002. When I graduated high school, Facebook was really just becoming a thing. I had no phones all the way through high school. Phones were not a thing. We didn't have laptops. We used typewriters still back then. Technology has come a long way, and I honestly don't know how to deal with it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my daughters when it comes to getting cell phones. Obviously, you can put restrictions on things like these. You can restrict websites that people do. You can restrict what they're able to see and what they're able to view. But eventually, they're going to grow older. They're going to want these restrictions gone when they're in their later teens. And we're in a world right now where if you put your face or your picture anywhere, people can just do this to you. People can totally... I mean, how many people at home, not on X, just at home using Grok for this specific purpose? Now, we see it because it's on X and people are posting on X and it's out there in the world, but Grok is not just something that lives on X. It's an app that you can download on your phone. It's an app I think you can download on your computer. I don't have it on my computer, but I know you can download it on your phone. Does it have the same capabilities on the app on your phone and on your desktop that it has on X, where you can just ask it to do these things and it does it? Does ChatGPT have the same capabilities, or is it just something that Elon Musk neglected to do or didn't want to do or thought it would be funny if he allowed people to do this? I don't know. It's really hard to get inside the mind of Elon Musk because he's such a weird person. He is so bizarre that he thinks that things are hilarious that are absolutely mortifying. And I don't know if he thinks this is funny or if he thinks this is bad. It's really difficult. And it's alarming for parents. And what is a parent supposed to do? Even my wife just discovered ChatGPT, really, and there's these times when it's like, oh, create this thing out of ChatGPT. It becomes a thing where everyone does it. I think there was an instance where everyone was doing Spirited Away graphics, where you could put yourself you could make it look like you're in a Spirited Away movie, a Miyazaki film. And my wife gets into these trends sometimes, and she puts her photo in ChatGPT, or she'll put like my photo in ChatGPT, and it's like make yourself look cool for the holidays or something. And when we're uploading our pictures into these systems, obviously if you work if you work with crucial information, sensitive information, you don't upload the sensitive information into things like this. I worked for a company, it was a payroll company, and we were always told if you have questions, you need to ask ChatGPT or you need to refer to ChatGPT. Don't put any of our company-wide crucial information into ChatGPT. Try to be as general and generic as possible. So when my wife, unbeknownst to my wife, I don't even know if she knows what's going on with X because she doesn't follow the news. And she's uploading these pictures of us so she can get these funny holiday photos and stuff. Is she putting herself in harm to where that photo is saved somewhere on the internet and now it can be used later to do whatever people want with it? I know people do this with their children too. They're like, oh, let's make an interesting, cute photo of our children and just upload a photo. And now does the world have that photo and they can just do whatever they want with it? It's difficult. It's difficult being a parent in this age of technology where things change so quickly. And especially for older parents like me, we can't always keep up with the technology. We don't always have time. We don't always have the energy, the understanding of what's going on. I mean, I could build computers when I was younger. I built PCs and I still don't fully have the understanding of technology that I feel I need to for all this AI stuff that's coming up. But it's absolutely terrible. And I think that these women who were put on X as pieces of meat, they need to be compensated in some way. They're saying that there's going to be a mass exodus from X, that they're going to lawyer up, that they're going to fight this as far as they can. Now, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He has what's like $600 billion. So how much can the average person actually fight this? And maybe he knows that. Maybe he knows that no one's going to be able to fight him criminally because he has all the money in the world. He has the best lawyers in the world. And we're just average, everyday people who aren't going to be able to protect ourselves here. But something needs to be done. I don't know what it is, but the day when either yesterday or the day before when I saw what was going on X, it was terrible. It was out, and my whole feed was full of it. It's not like I'm clicking on these pictures and I'm like, that's why I keep getting all these pictures coming up. I was just scrolling. I didn't click on anything. I was just scrolling, and my feed all day was full of these pictures because that's all anyone was doing. All day was posting pictures of these girls without consent in their underwear, in their lingerie. I mean, there were even women who said, like, remove their hijab, and it was removing women's hijab, which is just absolutely despicable and terrible. And I think these are federal crimes. These people need to be prosecuted. They need to be put in jail. Something needs to happen because this was absolutely atrocious. I'm mortified. I am really afraid for if this continues and technology evolves like this and we get deep fakes and we get all this type of stuff. I mean, I'm afraid for my children. I'm afraid for the future and what it looks like. Just despicable. And the OnlyFans models who were trying to make this continue and make this it was just ridiculous. I mean, just as many guys who were taking innocent photos of women were OnlyFans models who were joining in on this, and it's just despicable. It's just, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it aside from X. I don't see a lot of videos popping up about this. Definitely, there's no news channels that I know of that are talking about this, and I don't understand why. I think people need to be upset and people need to be furious about this, and it is just despicable. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's what I have to say about that. And if you like this video, if you want to continue to talk about parenting and things that affect parents and the issues and the problems that we have, please give me a follow. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.